Hi everyone, I'm Elizabeth DePompe with DAV, and we are still here at DAV headquarters in Erlanger, Kentucky for day 2 of DAV Patriot Boot Camp. This is for entrepreneurs in the veteran and military community. That includes, of course, those who served and also military spouses. Today, folks are busy with their one-on-one mentor sessions. I think we used to call it Mentor Madness, and if you were in there earlier, it is organized madness. Lots of people getting great advice from people who have been in business for many years, leaders, experts, great mentorship happening in there. I am joined by Jen Gollnick, who is an alum of the program. She attended DAV Patriot Boot Camp last year, and now she is back serving as a mentor, which is very exciting. Jen, thank you so much for being here with us today and for coming back all the way from Wisconsin. So if you could start by telling us just a little bit about your military service.
Certainly. So I joined the military when I was 17 years old and joined the Army National Guard. I drove the 1070 Het, which is the biggest truck in the Army, and I hauled tanks. So I was in for about 3.5 years and had a little bit of active duty time in there, but nothing too exciting. So
the big truck sounds exciting to me. So
yes.
And I think you said you got out around 2005?
Yes.
Okay. And we'll talk about your business. Now you yourself are a business owner. So how did you go from that in 2005 to becoming a founder?
So throughout my career, I have been building on the leadership skills that I learned in basic training and throughout my military time, and discovered that I really enjoy helping other people and connecting with a large variety of people doing a large variety of things. So when my life circumstances changed and I abruptly found myself out of work, I asked myself what I wanted to do with my life. And I wanted to do what I do best and only do what I do best instead of doing what other people wanted me to do with my time. So I decided to start my own company, which is Data Informed Financial Services, where we help companies find and fix problems in their financial processes that lead to bad decisions, wasted time, and wasted money. And so it is working with small, medium businesses to really change their operations and give them confidence in their financials so that they can do their business, do what they are passionate about, and let me do what I'm passionate about for them.
Yeah, you get to do what you're best at and what you love, and you want to help them
do the same thing.
Do the same thing. So you've been in business for about 3 years now.
This is the start of our third year.
Start of your third year. That was a big jump to make, right? To become your own boss. How's it going?
I love it, and I would not change it for anything. I've always been very independent in nature, but also collaborative, and this gives me the opportunity to be both a leader and a contributor, but also part of many different teams. So I am interacting with other entrepreneurs all of the time, and I am able to directly help them with what they care the most strongly about, and it is just wonderful to be able to pick the clients that I feel that I can be doing the most good for, and be able to really target the work that I do to be impactful and not have to answer to an owner because now I'm the owner.
You are the boss. You are the owner. So you attended DAV Patriot Boot Camp as a founder last year. What brought you to Patriot Boot Camp? What were you hoping to get out of it, and what was the experience like?
Yeah, so I was having some of the struggles that many people who are just starting out are having. How do I scale? When do I scale? How do I reach my clients? How do I tell people what I do? I had no idea how to even explain to people what it was that my company existed for until I came to DAV and got, a little bit of a storytelling workshop and was able to refine not just my short little elevator pitch, but what it was that I wanted to be doing and what I wanted to be accomplishing. I got so much fantastic advice from the wide variety of professionals from so many different industries, and they're all so knowledgeable and have so much to share, and it was just a gift handed to me. So I came hoping to just have a little bit more understanding of what do I structure my company as? How do I reach clients? How do I tell people that I'm here and what I can do for them? How do I make them want to use my services? How do I do the next step with the employees? And this gave me an opportunity to ask people who have been there before and who have done it before, and who, many of them, have a lot of the same mental health concerns that I do. I have anxiety, I have PTSD, and it is hard for me to trust people, and it is hard for me to give control from people. And coming here and meeting other people who had a lot of those same fears and concerns was very helpful. It helps you know you're part of a community of people, for one, but it also, they gave me some very tangible advice and steps that I can take to address some of those fears, and to move forward with more hope and confidence and the ability to make more sound decisions.
Yeah, and that's such an important component in what we hear from participants about this program in particular, is because you are with people who have also served, or maybe their spouses, and so they understand, if they're not experiencing it themselves, they can understand some of the challenges and sacrifices that you've made, and I know that's hugely important for a lot of people. And now you're back. You've returned as a mentor. You had some sessions this morning, correct?
Yes, I did.
Tell me how that is for you, what that's like for you to be able to now return and give back.
So it's definitely a different experience on the other side of the table, and it is one that I enjoy immensely. So my company is largely consulting. It's what we do, so this is what I do all of the time, but it's, in half-hour snippets, you really need to get to what is your pain point that I can help you with. What advice can I give you that you can take something tangible from this half hour, even if it's one thing, one action item that you can take that will change the way that you do business over the next 6 months, year, decade, and make your company something that you can sell at the end of it.
Yeah.
If I help one person, then I will be in part paying back the help that those entrepreneurs gave me last year.
Yeah.
And so the experience that I had when I was an attendee impacted me quite a bit. I easily had 15, 20 pages of notes that I took home with me, and definitely applied some of the lessons learned. Number 1, fire your worst client. Number 2, raise your prices. Number 3, get a remarkable notebook. These were things that significantly changed the way that I operated my business.
Yeah.
The way that the pitch competition and the practice and the back and forth with people, that was very impactful for helping me to tell other people what it is we do, and also stick within what I do, instead of going off on this or this or this because I just really want to help that person. Instead, it helped me solidify that I'm doing what I do because it's what I do best.
Right.
And that was why I started my company, and that's what I need to stay doing.
Yeah.
And so if I decide to expand into more areas, that will be as part of my team. And so I will build my team based on my weaknesses. I will hire for their strengths. I already have a couple of employees right now that I've done that with, and it's been really great. I don't have to worry about marketing, content development, and graphics creation. I don't like that.
Yeah.
It's not what I do.
Yeah.
I work with data and numbers and people and finances, and it's fun. But I don't like figuring out whether this color goes with that color well. And so I have a team who does that for me. Thank you, Anna. But the reality is, none of us are an island. We can't do it alone. Many of us have that very strong sense of independence where we feel like we should be able to do it alone. Of course I got this. But the reality is, we all have our own strengths.
Yeah.
And we need to make sure that we are highlighting those strengths and seeking out those who can help us with our weaknesses. And there are some of the mentors that I had met last year I'm still in contact with via social media sites and messages and stuff. And So it also helped me to develop some relationships, and I'm all about relationships, so that was great.
Yeah, and again, that's also something I think that's worth noting and highlighting is that it's not just the 3 days that you're here, you really do build a community, and the idea is that you are staying connected to your fellow alumni and to the mentors that you meet to stay connected and to continue to grow in your founder journey. Jen, thank you for your service. Thank you so much for being here and returning as a mentor. I know you're giving back and making a big impact. So thank you for that. Thank you all for watching. To learn more, go to patriotbootcamp.org, and of course, follow us on all of DAV's social channels, DAV Patriot Boot Camp social channels, for the rest of the week to get updates.
Thank you.